Today, I wanted to give my long-term review on the Fischer RC1 vacuum fit 90-degree boots, which we've got right here. So I've had these for over 2 years now, and I did get them vacuum fit, and these are some of the most comfortable boots that I have ever owned. I really am loving them, and as time goes on, I just continue to really like these more and more, mainly because of the comfort and the fit that I got out of these. So when I initially put these on before they were vacuum fit, they did feel comfortable then, and then you can get these vacuum fit if you buy them from a shop that has a vacuum fit machine. And what they do there is they heat the boot up, and then once it's heated up, the plastic is more malleable, and then they suck the boot with a vacuum tight to your feet, so you get a custom fit with the shell. Now, I do think that that is one of the reasons that these are more comfortable than just stock boots, because they are vacuum fit to your feet. And then you can also get insoles put in there to fit as well. So I do have insoles in there, and then they were vacuum fit. And that leads to a really nice fit I found right here, and then getting my heel all the way back in the boot. So let's take a look at some of the features. You've got 4 buckles here, lower buckle, mid buckle, another mid buckle, and then your top buckle, and then you've just got right here your Velcro strap that goes around. It says RC1 on it right there. Now on the back, you've got a little piece right here that's going to help you getting into the boots or just carrying them, and then you've got a piece right here on the front of the boot as well to carry them and or pull up that piece of the boot when you're fitting them on. Now these are grip walk boots. So on the bottom, you've got the replaceable grip walk soles. These are the originals. You can see this back one's starting to get a little bit of wear on there, and the very front of this one's getting a little bit of wear, but I do try and minimize how much time I'm walking on Crete. A lot of times, or on hard surfaces. A lot of times I try and put my boots on in the lodge if I can, rather than walk across a parking lot, so that I don't wear these down as much. Because when you ski a lot, you'll find that you can wear these down fairly easy if you're walking across a lot of concrete or hard surfaces. And I probably ski at least like 40 or 50 days a year, maybe more than that. Some years a lot more, some years maybe a little bit less. But I try and go at least a couple times a week whenever I can. And I do like that they have the grip walk on them. It is noticeably, it doesn't look like it would be that much grip, but it is softer rubber. And it does provide noticeable grip on icy and snowy and hard surfaces compared to just traditional boots. And I do like that you can replace these when they wear down. Very easy. You can just order some new grip walk soles for this particular boot. You put them on and you are ready to go. There's just a couple screws here in the back, 5 in the back, and then you've got 4 in the front. So super easy to DIY, replace those yourself, and I do like that about these boots, that serviceable part can be replaced. So let's look at the edge, or the toe edges, how they're holding up. I've got a little chunk out of it right there, but overall, this boot's holding up really good. In the back, pretty much the same story here. The heel's holding up really well. I don't have any chunks out of it there, so just that in the front, which shouldn't matter too much with this particular boot. So what I have liked about this most is just the comfort for wearing them all day. I never have felt uncomfortable wearing these boots, even when I have them tightened down really tight. They feel more comfortable in terms of how they fit, and because they are more comfortable, it feels like I can ski for longer. Now, some days, if I'm going to be really technical, I'm going to cinch them down a little bit tighter than normal. I'm going to go all the way here like we've got them. But most days, I have a couple, I leave it a little bit looser for just casual skiing, and I do like that. But if I know I'm going to be doing something technical or really a lot of heavy or deep snow, then I cinch them down real tight to get the most control and response out of the boot. So these are the 90 version of the Fischer RC1. Been very happy with them. There's not really anything negative I have to say about them. Overall comfort, fit, and use are awesome. If you do get a grip walk boot, like it says right here, you need to make sure that you have a grip walk binding. Otherwise, your binding is not going to work properly with the DIN settings. So if you have a grip walk boot, you need a grip walk binding. The only negative I will say is these latches are kind of a little bit, I don't want to say they're thin, but when it's cold out and you're trying to get really cinched down, if you don't have gloves on or anything like that, it can just be hard to get the appropriate tension on these. It can kind of hurt. So I actually use, I just got this boot lever, and then that just makes the whole process way easier to get them as tight as possible and just adjusting them whenever I need to. So I have noticed also with the vacuum fitting of the boots that because the plastic maybe is more sensitive to different temperatures, in order to get it vacuum fit, you really want to make sure that you buckle these boots after every time you use them so that they maintain the shape. Otherwise, that plastic can change shape as they heat up and cool down, and keeping the boots buckled up seems to do the best to keep the shape rather than not having them buckled. That's just good gear practice, but I do think that you notice it more with a boot that is made to be vacuum fit, potentially because of the polymer is probably more flexible at higher temperatures than other boots that are not going to be vacuum fit. So overall, very happy with this boot. The only thing that I don't like is the buckles, but easily fixable with this. And that's not really that much of a negative with me because they have provided superior comfort and fit. And that's the most important thing. The buckle thing I can get over, no problem. And you can just use some kind of tool for that. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.